The internet may connect us, but human connection brings us together. Silver Star Internet. Better connected.
Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
At First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Your home for live coverage of Star Valley sports is the SVI Sports Network.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Riverton Wolverines and the Star Valley Braves. Dow Erickson here along with Alan Simpson. And Alan, the last time these two teams played up in Fremont County, it was a hard-fought match. It was close. This one promises to be a pretty fun, competitive outing.
Yeah, I think both teams are highlighted by outstanding front lines that have speed, and I think this is going to be a quick-paced game that's going to feature a lot of good athletes on both sides.
Starting lineup: Landon Hughes at keeper, Camden Heel. Number 6, Peyton Larson. Number 7 is Austin Romero. Number 10, Hunter Saltzgaber. Number 12 is Colby Brink. Number 17 is Asher Kintzler. Number 18 is Blake Gantenbein. Number 23 is Weston McLaughlin. Number 32, Trenton Weber. The Wolverines, coached by Dietrich Becker. And they come into this matchup. Oops, I didn't write that down. I'll find it for you, though, Alan.
Thanks.
I'll let you do the Braves start until I find that.
Yeah, between the pipes will be Trenton Nelson. Number 2, Jacob Choma. Number 3, Jonah Finch. Number 4, Josh Olvera. Number 5, Landon Peterson. Number 6, Nathan Hatterley. Number 9, Max Matijic. Number 10, Chase Tyler. Number 15, Payson Hilliard. Number 21, Zach Tyler. And number 23, Jacob Howe. And the Braves are coached by Trevor Spencer, assisted by Shane Holcomb and Ethan Nelson.
Riverton coming off a 6-0 loss to top-ranked Jackson to fall to 5-4-1 coming into today. The Braves coming off a 1-1 tie on the road in Evanston last night. They are 1-8-2. Wolverines averaging 2.2 goals per game. Braves averaging 1.5. The Braves have been through the ringer this last week. They said this will be the 5th match in 7 days. That included top-ranked Jackson, second-ranked Kelly Walsh, a road trip last night, followed by this one today. But I think the defensive unit for the Braves has been stellar despite all those tests. I think that's going to be a big part of how today's match might play out.
Yeah, and the Braves are getting back Chase Tyler in the middle in that midfield position where he didn't play against Jackson on Tuesday. And so I think that could be a good or underlying story to see. We also talked about Payson Hilliard, who went down with an injury in that game, and he's back out there for the Braves.
That's huge. I'll be honest, Alan, when he came off the field, it looked serious. It looked bad, so I'm kind of surprised to see him out. Surprised but excited.
The Braves coming off of that 1-1 tie against Evanston. When the Braves played the Evanston Red Devils here, they beat them 5-0. And so typically going to Uintah County, those games are just a little bit tighter, historically speaking.
I brought that up this morning. I don't know what it is about that match in Evanston. Even if your team has a decided advantage historically, the Braves, it's always a tough one.
Yep, and the way that they do soccer, you get 3 points for a win and 1 point for a tie, and those point totals are what determine your seeding at regionals. And so the Braves do have some opportunities to improve their seeding as they're going into it. The bottom 2 teams have to do a play-in game, which right now would be the Braves and Evanston, just to get into regionals to play Kelly Walsh. Which is presumably will be the second seed. If the Braves were able to come away with a win today and then a win against Rock Springs next week, there's a chance they could bump themselves out of that 7th position and into the 6th position, which would put them most likely playing Green River in the first round of regionals.
And that's very possible. I mean, not taking anything away from today. We'll see how today plays out, but the Braves lost 2-1 to Rock Springs. That was clear back on the second weekend of the season.
Yeah,
they didn't even have some of these guys that are starting in that match. So that I'm just saying the door opportunity is at least there for them to do that.
Exactly, and it's and Green River, like let's say that you come away with 2 wins there, you somehow get that 6th seed. There's a big difference between a Green River team and a Kelly Walsh team. There's an early look on goal for Saltzgaver. For the Riverton Wolverines, you'll hear us say his name a lot today. He comes in with 13 goals on the season. By far their leading goal scorer. He's one of the top goal scorers in the conference.
Well, and the Braves didn't do a great job of clearing that out, and it gave him a terrific opportunity to put it right on Trenton Nelson, who was ready for it.
Yeah, good work there from Trenton, and you'll see Trenton here in the first half, and then you'll probably see Will Collins, who is the other goalie for the Braves in the second half.
And those guys they were peppered in that match on Tuesday. Jackson brought it the whole 80 minutes, and I thought they both made some terrific saves.
So the Braves, and we're talking a little bit about what could happen at regionals. Obviously, it's all just hypothetical, but the Braves played the Green River Wolves really tough here in Star Valley, where that game was tied 0-0 at the half.
Well, the Braves played Kelly Walsh super tough as well here last Saturday.
Yeah.
I just, I think Star Valley could be one of those teams that if you can skip them at regionals, you just soon skip them.
Yep. But work to be done here in the regular season as they try to work their way out of that 7th position, because then you've got to go back and play Evanston, or Evanston will come here and play. And so, yeah, you'd like to see yourself in that 6th position where you get to go to regionals. We talked about regionals this year will be in Jackson.
Wow. That was a high kick from Landon Hughes. And just kind of tag on to that, Alan. If you're a fan of the Braves and you have a chance to move up, and it turns out that you can go support them on the neutral field in Jackson, let's just say you're much more apt to go do that in Jackson than you are if it's in, say, Riverton.
Exactly right. Here comes Tyler. Tyler makes a break on the ball. They've got Matijek. If he can stay on sides, he does. Right foot. Oh, and deflected out. Good cross and redirect by Max. Tyler again, right foot.
They're not calling that in.
How did that deflect so hard?
I don't know.
If that didn't go in the back of the net.
I'll be honest, I was keeping stats.
Yeah. Yeah, that bounced off a netting of some sort.
Maybe we can get a look at it here when this sequence comes to a close. Chase Tyler down on the ground. And
they'll play on until the Braves get possession, if they get possession.
They're going to let him play.
Here comes Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver trying to make a move, just trying to clear the ball are the Braves. Tyler is back up.
See if we can get the right replay. We're working on that. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, Alan.
Yeah, that was interesting, and
like you said, it hit something.
Yeah, for it to come back.
For it to come back on that angle, yeah, that was curious.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can dig that up. If not, we'll just assume that it wasn't a goal, because that's what it.
Well, official says it wasn't, so
it's
not.
Officially not a goal. Here comes Riverton on the counter.
It's like we're not able to have it. Sorry. After the match, though, we'll post it, and you can go watch it again.
Yeah. See if maybe my eyes are just playing tricks on me.
Well, mine were too.
High ball. That one's going to go out of bounds, and there was a...
Man, Alan, we played 6 minutes. This one is shaping up. We haven't even seen any goals yet, but I could see this being a barn burner.
Yeah, this is going to be a good quality soccer match between these two programs. And
I think this one's shaping up to be a great match.
Well, and I think the Braves... Like, if you were just to look at the Braves' record on the season of 1-8-2, I feel like their skill level does not reflect their record so far.
I guess that's what I was saying in terms of, the regionals. You're looking at it, and this is a team that I think is capable of winning there and getting to state. But this next 7 days or so is going to be a big statement as to kind of where they stand, a litmus test. There's a high-powered shot on the outside. Didn't have a chance to go in, but each team now with 3 shots on goal here in the first 7 minutes.
High kick towards the outside. That's one out of the air by Tyler. Too hard of a chest trap, though, and that's going to go out of bounds, throw-in for Riverton.
And you mentioned Chase did not play in that match Tuesday. So far early on, he looks ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, he's had a few collisions. It looks like he might be a little bit had the air knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's actually what
that
I thought.
Rocket launcher got him in the chest.
Man, Jacob Choma's done such a great job this season in his role.
Yeah, he really has. He's taken more of that facilitator role on the season, and he just wins the midfield battle so many times.
He's kind of just persistent. He just doesn't give up.
Ball comes up to Matijek. Matijek will settle in the middle. He gets help from Finch. Finch wants to drop this one to Tyler. He has a man coming behind. That ball goes behind Max as he tried to bend around to get to it. Here comes Saltzgaver. He's putting the moves on Finch. Good job there by Finch staying with him. They'll drop the ball back to Hunter. It's a give and go, but taken away by Peterson. Good job there by Landon. He's got space in front of him. Tries to do a through ball up. And that's going to be knocked away again.
You can see that's sort of what the Braves would love to do, the through ball with the speed of Howe and Matijek. And the teams that are really good defensively, like Jackson and Kelly Walsh, they just shut that down. the last couple matches.
Ball back to the middle, trying to get it to Choma. Matijic steps up and wins that one. Tyler wants to send the ball up, just didn't quite have the footwork to get it there. And one on the sideline by the Braves. Peterson tries to get it over to Hilson. Hilson, big collision there. Stays on his feet, but ball goes back to Riverton. Finch to Hilliard. Hilliard back into the middle. Quickly taken away by the Wolverines. Through ball up. Hatterley's just going to clear that. It'll be a throw-in coming for Riverton. They'll push up.
Camden heel. Well, that's who they threw it to. It's going to be Bryson Terry.
Bryson Terry will come up from his defensive back position looking for Saltzgaber. He brings it towards the near side. Wants to bring it into the box and deflected corner kick coming up for Riverton.
First corner of the match for either team.
Riverton will push up all but two into the box. They are really crowding that far side of the post. You'll probably see some run into the near post. Not often do you see everybody inside the box on the initial run, though. Here comes Saltzgaber, sends it to the near post. That's deflected out towards the top of the 18 and cleared out by Hilliard.
Just kind of dovetailing with what you were saying, that was set up like they were just going to do a mosh pit, just all this kind of push into the net.
We're all going to sardine in here and see if somebody can just get a redirect on it. Oh, right foot.
That looked like a handball.
It did look like a handball. Did our FAR official mind a... Nope. Sometimes that will be picked up by the
Give me another
official on the side, but they're going to go corner kick. Saltzgaber, right after he kicked it, wanted the handball. But Olvera did a good job of keeping his hands against the body. A lot of times they'll let that one play through if your arms or hands are in, even if it deflects off your forearm. Here comes a corner kick. This one's a low one on the ground. Zach Tyler gets there first. Not able to clear yet are the Braves. And this one comes out. They'll get it up to Matijic if he can get there before it goes out just in time. Switches fields, but it will be a goal kick for Riverton. Max just not able to get control of that ball as it went out wide to the right. Was able to redirect it down the field, and it will be a goal kick for the Wolverines. Subbing into the game for the Braves, number 15, Nolan Hyde. And number 32, Chris Crowther. Both will check into that midfield position. Good ball by Tyler, top of the 18. That gets knocked out of bounds off the header of Riverton. Throw in coming for Star Valley. Peterson will go quickly. He wants to go up line. That ball stays in for a little bit before going out of bounds. Throw in coming for Riverton. Substitution for Riverton, as Lexington Kirkland checks in, as well as Drake Hughes for Riverton. Riverton in white, the Braves wearing their crimson and gold uniforms this afternoon. This ball is cleared out into the middle. If you're just joining us, the Lady Braves played earlier and they fell in that match 6-0 to Riverton. Here comes Choma as he wants to send this one. Chip shot, high bounce, but covered up by Landon Hughes, the keeper for the Wolverines. Big kick here into the middle. That's going to go over everyone's head. Tyler's going to let that go back to Nelson. Nelson comes up towards the top of the 18. He'll pick that up. Trenton pauses for a minute allows the midfield to push up, sends a good ball into the middle, not one out of the air. Here comes Hyde. Hyde wants the left foot, looking for Howe, just gets past his heel flick, and it will be passed back into the goalie box. Mishandled at first by Hughes. Matijic giving chase, and Hughes will just boot that one out. Live to fight another day. It'll be a throw-in coming for the Braves. As luck would have it, Hughes' kick went through the one opening in the chain link fence and sent it towards the parking lot. Here's the throw-in as Hyde tries to get that. And they are going to say it is deflected off of Riverton. Corner kick coming for the Braves.
First corner kick of the day for Star Valley.
Choma calls out the set that they want to run. Sends a good ball into the box. It's punched out by Hughes. As good play there by Landon Hughes, able to get a fist on that, punches it out and clears it away. Throw-in coming for the Braves, but not before the field has been switched. Tyler will take this. Wants to send the ball up line, looking for Choma. They're going to say last touch by Riverton. Throw-in coming for the Braves. As we have played about 15 minutes in this one. It's been pretty even. Lots of back and forth here in the midfield. Both squads have had their opportunities or looks on goal, whether it be via corner or Saltzgaber was able to put one on line that was covered up by Nelson. But so far in the early going of this proves to be a pretty even battle between these two 4A West foes.
Chase Tyler going to come in and replace Matijic. So, correct me if I'm wrong here, Alan. Chase is playing forward, basically.
Yes, yep, and that's typically we see him more in the midfield.
Yeah.
But he's coming in that forward position. And one thing that Chase definitely has, he's got some really good just ball control skills. And it may be that they push Hyde up to play more forward, and they keep Chase in the midfield. But we'll see. Here he comes as Tyler moves it towards the right side. Oh, he wanted to send a through ball up. That gets deflected. Choma there in the middle. Sends it over to Hyde. Hyde chip shot towards the top of the 18. Trying to shield out was Howe. Bit of a high kick there. Tyler's going to win it. Give and go to Hyde. Hyde says, I'll just take it myself. He brings it back in the middle. Physical play there. They're going to let it play on.
Now there's a whistle.
And it's going to go against the Braves. That was kind of got the second guy. I thought Hyde got kind of thrown off of his line and then ended up barreling into the Riverton defender. Free kick here for the Wolverines. That's a low skipping ball that goes up towards the top of the 18. Tyler saves it. He's going to send it back into the middle. Olvera back to Tyler. Need to get that ball cleared out. Good high ball to Choma. Choma trying to win it on the chest trap. And
it's going to go the other way here. I don't know if I necessarily saw what they saw down there.
Yeah, Jacob was calling for something right away. So they are going to say it went out of bounds, it looks like. Off of Riverton. Deep throw by Nolan Hyde. Pass back to Hughes. That ball was bouncing. That's tough to control. Good play there by Howe. Gets it over to Tyler. Tyler wants to send a through ball up.
Oh, that close.
As Hughes is able to make a good break on that ball. I think that was Bagley on the far side. As he was able to get into the box just a tad bit too far for him, though.
Yeah, Hughes did a good job. If he'd have waited another half second, Bagley probably is going to get a real good look.
Deflection here by Riverton, taken away by Hyde. Good left foot up to Howe. He does a quick give and go back to Howe. Just outside, though, as we're seeing a few times today, that is the game of inches, right? Just a tad bit past on those runs. I think here in this game, you're going to see a lot of those start to connect for the Braves. Hatterley one touches up to Choma. Choma tries to go towards the outside, and he'll be out of bounds. Throw-in coming for the Braves. Still all knotted up, 0-0 as we approach the midway point of the first half.
So Jonah Finch and Raiden Hatterley checking in for the Braves. And then for the Wolverines, looks like Camden Heel. Oh, sorry. They got the numbers really close. It's Carson Trujillo. And then I did not see the other number. Sorry.
Throw in here for Choma. Wants to go up line. Ball's deflected to Finch. Finch in the middle. Gets it over to Tyler. Tyler has that taken away from behind by Romero. Ball gets settled in the middle of the field. Comes out wide to Gantenbein. Choma wants to send Howe. They're going to say he is online. Hughes comes up with the slide there.
I love that right there, Alan. They're both going really aggressive. I think Jacob really understood and respected that Hughes was out there. You could see him kind of jump over to give each other an attaboy. Nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, good sportsmanship on both sides here. Here comes Tyler. Tries to make a turn. He'll settle in the middle of the field. Wants to send the ball up to Howe. Howe, hard touch. Gets sent back.
Gonna have a foul here, I guess.
Yeah, looks like they might have called
never
Howe
mind.
offside.
Yeah, the flag was up. I didn't see that.
As he just found himself, that ball was kicked just on the wrong side of that last defender. Here's a big boot. And that's happened a few times
Yeah,
today.
Riverton's got some cannons back there.
Yeah, between there. As you can see, Chase is a little bit labored in his running.
It looks like he's got some manner of brace on that right leg. Not a big clunky one, but he's got something.
Yeah, you can just tell that he's not 100% out there this afternoon. Giving it a go, though.
He's been effective, I think, from what we've seen.
Yeah. Good play by Peterson. They're going to say...
Braves are calling for a whistle there, and it looks like they got their wish.
Yeah, I think that ball might have deflected up for a handball.
Kick here from Tyler.
Oh, they're going to have him redo it? That ball was not set.
Yep, it was still rolling.
Yep.
It's too bad Jacob Howe was up there. I think he was winning that.
Yeah.
Max Matijic will come in. He replaces Howe, not Tyler. And then Lincoln Brown also coming in, replacing Nathan Hatterley.
Yeah, I think that might be Owen. Owen Brown.
Owen Brown, sorry.
Yep, here comes Max. Can he get an angle? Left foot in and out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick. Max just outran it just a little bit and really limited his angle as Hughes was able to cover up that near post. Good job there by Max, though, to get one on frame, deflect it out, and corner kick coming for the Braves.
Second one of the half.
Here comes Choma, sends one towards the top of the 18. That one's going to go back to Owen Brown. He tries to curve this in, and it will be a goal kick.
Pretty good collision there as they were both looking for the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, as Hughes was coming up, both him and Matijic were trying to track that ball.
Quick break for Hatterley. He's back in there.
Yeah, and this might just be a teaching moment for Spencer as he pulls Olvera aside on the sideline. But I don't think he'll be out for long either. Here comes Zach Tyler, sends it back up to the middle of the field. That ball is won by Kirkland over to Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver gets on his horse. He wants to go towards the outside. Hunter being blanketed by Choma. Sends a good ball up. Oh, Gantenbein tries to send it into the top of the 18. Here comes Chase Tyler. He has 2 on him. That quickly gets taken away by Romero. Gantenbein trying to get around Finch. Good job by Finch. Gets it over to Tyler. Tyler will drop it over to Hatterley. Sends it into the box, looking for Zach Tyler. The Braves playing with it a little bit more than my liking down there in the box.
I was going to say the same thing. But that also shows confidence.
Exactly.
I'm just a nervous Nelly.
Yeah. All worked out okay in the end. Here comes Finch. He's got time to settle. Give and go back to Finch from Choma. Good read by Salzgaver. Saw that materializing. Able to get a cleat on it. Throw in coming for the Braves. Here's Hilliard.
It's Lincoln Brown.
Oh, that's Lincoln Brown. Well, that's just mean that they make Lincoln throw it in. He's got a whole hand bandaged up. The one time you get to use your hands in the sport. Here comes Salzgaver. Oh, he lets one rip. Deflected by Owen Brown. Oh, hard collision in the box as both Hatterley and Gantenbein went up high for that ball. They are going to say last touch by the Braves. Corner kick coming up for Riverton.
Corner kick number 3 for the Wolverines here in the 25th minute.
No hospitality here. You got to go get your own ball for the corner kick.
Well, they're probably still running to go get one of the others.
That's probably true.
They're paying him in melted chocolates. I mean,
yeah.
The times are tough.
Here's Salzgaver. Sends one into the... Oh, that's a good ball on the backside. Just no one there for the redirect.
Yeah, that'll be one. The Wolverines will look at the film and go, that should have been a good look at a goal.
Yeah, anytime you get a corner that comes down on the backside post and lands on the turf without anyone touching it, yeah, you know you might have missed an opportunity.
So Olvera back in for the Braves. Also Chris Crowther, who's played really good this year. He's back in.
Yeah, Chris is a great facilitator in that.
Wow, check out that one from Tyler.
Yeah, sends a good one on a rope up there. This ball refuses to touch the ground for about 10 seconds.
I guess I'm easily impressed. Didn't help the Braves any. I just thought it was fun.
Here comes Romero. He'll settle for the Wolverines. He wants to left foot this one up, looking on that far side. Good step by Owen. They are going to say offsides.
Oh, that's tough.
As
that was really tight. I thought Jacob had looked and felt like he was good to go, but
yeah, and
it's a no-go.
And it's one of those where I think the defense moved up their line at the last minute, and before Owen booted that ball, I mean, you don't get many through balls from the other person's 18, so Howell was probably thought he was okay for a second, and that ball came off the foot of Owen, and Jacob was just a little bit offsides. Good win out of the air by Choma. We talked about him and all the little things he does. All those 50-50 balls seem to go Choma's way. Here's the ball up to Matijic. Matijic has a man to beat. Gives it over to Howe. Howe's going to settle. Tries to bring it back towards the middle.
Looked like Star Valley was going to get a pretty good look there.
Yeah, that was...
Just didn't materialize.
Yep, that got shut down pretty quick. Here comes Choma again, winning that midfield. Tries to get it up to Jacob Howe. Brings it back to Choma. Choma, left foot. Oh, he wants to send it back to Howe. He saves it from going out of bounds. Jacob, left foot into the box. On the redirect.
Oh, no.
Off the rebound as that goes off of Hughes' gloves. Max was there, just couldn't put it on frame.
First off, I am impressed that Howe tracked this down. Look at how close what a great angle here, and they get a good look at it off the glove.
Yeah, and look at that ball that Howe did. It was a perfect cross where he didn't put it too close to the keeper. Gave him an opportunity.
Oh, missed it by about a foot and a half.
And you saw Max's hands go up. It was one of those where bang, bang, you didn't have a lot of time to think about it. Here comes Choma. Choma gets a little trip from behind, as does Hilliard. Choma chip shot into the box. Oh, Howe was there, but it gets broken up by Riverton first. Crowther on the back end. Wants to send this one back in. Good job hit by Chris. Ball still being batted in the 18 and cleared out by Riverton.
I really like the pressure, though, here that the Braves are putting on. Here for the last couple of minutes, they are inside the Riverton box, and they are causing some anxiety.
Yeah, great play by, I think it was Braden Terry back there, because Jacob Howe was there for the header, and he went up for it, and gosh dang genetics, Braden Terry just a little bit taller. Got there first.
You're blaming his parents?
Yeah, at some point. Not just his parents, it's a whole lineage thing, but
the whole line.
Just Braden Terry's got 4 inches on him, and that just showed on that play.
If your great-great-grandparents have been taller.
Oh, here's one on the rebound. Yes, goal!
Jacob Howe.
Oh, man, the deflections had been coming. It was only a matter of time. Chase Tyler rocketed one. I think that was Chase. Rocketed one towards the goal. He was able to deflect it, but look at Howe get his leg on top of that ball. That's way harder than what Jacob Howe made it look, because that ball was bouncing up high. He has to almost scissor kick that one into the goal. One, to find that the near post corner is hard enough, but to do it on a bouncing ball, and the Braves strike first in this match.
And again, I feel like those types of goals come from a persistent pressure over the last 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't, I mean, though they can just happen, but they happen more often when you have that steady push. And the Braves have had a couple of really good looks, and culminates this time. 30th minute for Jacob Howe on the rebound.
Oh, that's a good through ball to Tyler. He's got Matijic. Matijic has to stay on sides. Oh, and just goes wide.
I'll also point this out, Alan, along those same lines with that shot from Chase Tyler. That's shot on goal number 10 for the Braves. I've got Riverton with 3. So the Braves certainly have been the aggressor here in this first half. In particular, I would say the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, the Braves we talked about when they played earlier in Fremont County, that game was close with Riverton just edging the Braves by a goal. But we've said on paper all week that these two teams match up well against each other, and I think we're seeing it here in the early goings. But with the Braves being definitely the aggressor, like you mentioned, Dal. Here comes Saltzgaver. He's going to chip this one up. Looking ahead for Brink. Extra time here for Riverton in the midfield. That ball sent into the box by Weber, but quickly picked up by Nelson. Nelson wants to push up his midfield. Sends a high ball. Good flick ahead by Matijic. Tyler trying to make a run. That should be good. It's a deflection, so it can't be offsides.
Oh, my!
Oh, man, that ball just goes. Oh, great play there by Riverton, as that was almost off of the shin guards of the Riverton defender.
I'm waiting until he turns here.
Oh, that's got to be something in the box. It will be. That's going to be a penalty kick as they'll stop the clock here, as Max just got barreled into.
So that last play, it was Payson Larson of Riverton who saved that goal. And then you have this next sequence. Yeah, just pushed right through him, through his back.
Yeah.
And so pretty clear call there.
Clear call, and he didn't have to do it. He was in good position. McLaughlin did not have to go through Matijic on that, but it will result.
Max had one he barely missed about 5-6 minutes ago that he was maybe feeling like he should have put in. We'll see if he can make up for that here and put those ghosts to bed.
Instructing the keeper, so the keeper cannot advance towards the ball at all until it is kicked. And so just being instructed, he has to stay on that line. Oh, good job by Max as he puts it in the back of the net, and the Braves go up by 2. perfect penalty kick by Matijek, kept it low on the ground, and the Braves strike again off of the PK. Replay of it here on with Max. They tell, if you're a keeper, they tell you just to guess one side or the other. That time Hughes went to the left and Max went to his left and found the back of the net. Good early start here for Star Valley as they take a 2-goal lead over Riverton. Choma up to Tyler. Tyler brings it back to Matijek. Matijek's going to bring it out wide. Tries to send it back to Tyler in the middle, and that ball is behind him. Chase still pursuing it, though.
That's a good battle right there.
Oh, they're going to say too much.
You know, sometimes I'm quoting Sandy Buckstaff, who was a ref here for a long time and then coached the girls as well. Sometimes it's not all about one big hit. It's about persistent fouling, and they will pull out their whistle for that.
Here comes Trujillo. Trujillo on the far side by the Star Valley bench. Tries to make a move. That ball's going to go out of bounds and throw in for the Braves. Hilliard plays the ball up into the middle. Oh, boy. Oh, I thought that could have got a little bit Western.
Well, you saw Hughes. He actually caught that and then looked down.
Yeah, make sure he's in the box.
His toes were right behind the line. That was like a receiver toe tapping right there on a catch.
I just saw Jacob Howe coming in full speed, and I saw Hughes coming in full speed, and I didn't know if either of them realized that they were both going full speed. Jacob pulled up at the last moment.
And another, again, I give a case of persistent fouling here, and this could be a real quality opportunity for the Wolverines. And this is number 7, Austin Romero.
Yep, Romero's probably going to try and chip this one into the box. You want to see this ball kind of check up a little bit after it hits. Oh, just over the head of Saltzgaver, as that was a good ball by Romero. Put it into the 18. Just a great job by the Braves defense. And I'm sure that when these Braves were preparing for this game, they said, somebody stay on Hunter Saltzgaver at all times. They call it marking the man. And
you'd better.
Yep.
Like you said, came into the week, 13 goals. 13 goals in 10 games, so that's pretty good.
Here he comes here. He's trying to – it's 1-on-4 right now as Saltzgaver will eventually give this one up to Terry. Terry wants to give it back to Hunter. Ball gets deflected up high as Brink – oh, big collision there. They'll probably call that.
They're going to say play on. Oh, well, yeah, they said play on. I actually thought maybe the Braves warranted had committed a foul there.
Yeah, I thought Olvera came into that challenge late.
Yes.
And ran right into Terry. But they're going to let that one play on. Substitutions here for the Braves.
Nolan Hyde coming in for the Braves. Hilliard gets us a breather. He's looked fine. That's such a big deal for the Braves because on Tuesday it did not look promising.
Yeah, Hilliard comes in. He offers a lot as
he's just a big physical kid.
I was going to say a big body defender, but then he also does a lot of the throw-ins for the Braves too. And so just a lot of the little things that kind of help the wheels spin in motion for Star Valley. Throw in here for Riverton. Wants to go up line to Brink. Physical play on that far side. Brink's going to send that one out of bounds. Throwing for the Braves. Oh, great throw by Hyde. Oh, just off of Matijek. As that ball had some speed behind it. It was a good ball that was thrown up line. Just Max couldn't quite turn his head in time to get a beat on it. Here comes Terry, sends it up to Brink. Brink has space in front of him. Numbers for the Wolverines. Brink wants to send it into the middle. Here's Hatterley. Hatterley's going to clear it. But one out of the middle by Terry. Terry will settle. Good pursuit by Choma.
That should be a Star Valley throw.
And shout out to these ball boys for this game, man. They are on top of things.
Yeah, they've been right on it.
Before they can even get out of bounds, they're throwing them the ball. All for a melted piece of chocolate.
I don't know if they know it's melted yet.
They don't know it's melted.
It's been cold lately. They assume that chocolate's still good.
Yeah, the one moment it was sunny, it melted the whole bag. Here's Saltzgaver right foot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, great job by Nelson.
There was some mustard on that one from Saltzgaver.
Saltzgaver worked his way towards the top of the 18, and that ball was working its way right to left. Nelson able to get down on the ground as we see it here on the replay.
You know, if you're the Braves, just looking at it from a program standpoint, Alan, knowing that you have Trent Nelson and Will Collins coming back next year has got to make you sleep a little easier. You got two quality keepers coming back.
Yeah, and that's like you don't lose a beat with either one of them. Like sometimes you can be like, okay, he's got a little more skills here.
They're both
good.
Yes.
Yep.
In very similar ways, I would argue too.
Yep. Yeah, they both have.
It's not like this got a little quick one and a big tall one. You know, they're both very similar in their skill levels.
Yeah, both strong, athletic builds. Oh, that's going to be offsides. Nope, they're going to let it play on.
I didn't see a flag.
I thought Howe was just a little bit
on
the far side, but that ball was more kicked in, I think, Bagley's direction. But
maybe the sun was in his eyes.
Yeah, that could be a real thing.
We're really complaining about the sun today. We don't mean to.
We just haven't seen it for months, and so
it burns.
It burns. We just don't know what else to talk about. Here comes Hatterley up line, looking for Choma, taken away by Brink, but there's Choma again, winning those 50-50 balls, drops it to Finch.
He is the glue of this team. He really is. I love watching Jacob.
Oh, he's just got like an endless motor, too. Oh, he gets shoved out of the way.
But he doesn't give up. Look at that. Yeah. He just kind of keeps fighting through it. He's not the biggest kid, but he's not going to give up.
Wait, are you blaming his parents now?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Absolutely not. I was saying he got determination.
Okay, there you go. There you go. You're shouting out the ancestors.
Yes.
I'm just picturing like a Mulan scene where all the ancestors come down and like celebrating together.
This could be trouble here.
Oh, good settle. Oh, hard touch there in the middle by Terry, though. Ball comes back to Saltzgaver. He's going to work his way around right foot and out.
Well, we credited the ball kids. They're going to have to go almost to the road for that one.
Almost made it to the football locker room down there.
Yeah, the kid has settled into his cross-country pace because he knows he's got a ways to go.
If we get another ball out, we're going to have a less quick. It's going to really affect their response time. I don't know who's tracking that, but.
Got a whistle here, and here's some good momentum for the Braves, a chance to do something with this.
They'll see if they...
Can they move this up a little? Oh, wow. Okay. Guess I thought we were going to be closer to the the 40 than that.
Passing it back on that one. They said that Matija kind of got undercut as he went up for that ball. Tyler chip shot into the box. Oh, deflected out of bounds. Throw-in coming for the Braves. They want to go quick. They're going to say that's an okay throw. And deflected again.
And a corner.
Corner. Braves with just 10 seconds left to go in the half. Here's Choma. He sends the ball into the box. Oh, on the redirect. Covered up by Hughes. He'll probably lay on that till the end of the half.
I would.
As Jacob Howe was in the perfect position. Great ball by Jacob Choma as that redirect on frame gets saved by Landon Hughes, but a great half nonetheless for the Braves as they find themselves up 2-0 over the Riverton Wolverines. We're going to take a break and hear from our sponsors. We'll be back with stats and more coverage of Star Valley Braves soccer.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silverstar. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
At First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
The SVI Sports Network is your home for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
And back at it here at Braves Field as Star Valley leading the Riverton Wolverines 2-0 here on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. And looking at some statistics for that first half, the Braves really were the more assertive team. That kind of bears out in the first half statistics. First for the Wolverines, I had Riverton with 5 shots on goal, 3 corner kicks, Landon Hughes, I had him credited with 5 saves in goal. The Braves, meanwhile, 12 shots on goal, 3 corner kicks, 3 saves for Trenton Nelson. It was scoreless through almost 30 minutes, and then in the 30th, Jacob Howe able to break the stalemate with his, he came into the week with 6 goals. I don't know who scored last night in Evanston, so he's got at least 7. That leads the team. And then just 2 minutes later, Max Matijic draws a foul in the box. He's pushed in the box to the ground, and then Max able to capitalize on that penalty kick in the 32nd. And those are your 2 goals for Star Valley. Jacob Howe in the 30th, Max Matijic in the 32nd, and those 2 together are the Braves' top 2 leading scorers. And so what you might expect if you see a score like this, thinking who scored those? Well, probably Jacob Howe and Max Matijic, and that's who it was in the first half. Second half, you'll see Riverton come out to try and cut this deficit in half. The Braves typically will use a 2-goalie system, and so Will Collins, I would guess, likely going to get the start for the second half. We've seen that almost the entire season, even go back to last season. But right now, the Braves with a terrific first half of play to garner this 2-0 lead over visiting Riverton. Earlier this afternoon, the Riverton Wolverine girls shutting out the Star Valley Lady Braves 6-0. It was 4 goals for Timbri Mathill in that one. She had a hat trick in the first half, and 4 of the 6 total goals for the Riverton girls in that 6-0 victory over the Lady Braves. Star Valley's varsity trying to split, and through the first half, in good shape. They lead this one 2-0 over Riverton. The second half coming up here in this 4A West matchup. You're watching Star Valley Soccer on SVI.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Find high-resolution photos of today's game available for purchase online. Simply visit SVInews.com and click the Photos tab.
And second half underway as we get things squared away and ready to roll. And Riverton with possession early on as they'll try and cut this deficit in half. The Braves leading 2-0 at the break. And they are quickly into the Star Valley offensive third. I will say this, Alan, Trenton Nelson staying in goal here. So we talk about using a 2-goalie system, but Coach Spencer going to go with Trenton again here in a second.
Well, Trenton played really well in the first half. Obviously, they didn't score any goals, but I felt that he had a good read on the ball. They didn't have too many quality looks, but the ones that they did that could have easily been goals scored, Trenton did a great job saving those. As Landon's going to get swing and a miss here. Quick turnaround for the Wolverines. You see here as Salzgeber tries to get around Peterson. Good job there by Landon to knock that out. And there's no daylight for him this afternoon.
It's such an anxious time, though. These first 10 minutes of a second half, you got a team like Riverton. This is a good team, a winning team. They want to get that first goal out of the way. They're going to be, I think, really assertive, even aggressive. And the Braves are going to be ready for it. You can't be complacent at all.
Looks like they are going to award that to Star Valley. I thought that was kicked off of the shins of the Braves. Terry trying to make a move here and taken away by Brown.
He was kind of betrayed by the ball itself right there.
Yeah. Tyler tries to work it up through the middle. That's Hutchinson. Makes a good break on it for the Wolverines. Step through by Hilliard. Collision.
Well, how came flying through there alongside Brayton Terry. And they're going to say Jacob could be whistled for the foul. Maybe out of control.
Yeah, it just came in a little bit hot there. It'll be a free kick here. This one, the Braves will hold their line 10 yards outside the top of the 18. They're electing to go close to Brink. Brink's going to bring it towards. Oh, that ball does sneak through, but Salzgeber kind of got sandwiched between Hatterley and Brown. Couldn't quite make his full run through.
This is where my soccer knowledge betrays me a little bit. I thought Riverton was going to take a big old howitzer shot right there. They've got guys that can do it. They opted to pass instead, but now it's another free kick, and 20 yards near, they may just put this right at Nelson.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Salzgeber tries to put this one on frame. The Braves will set up a wall, and looks like it's just Choma. He looks around, realizes nobody's going to join him. He'll do this alone.
Wall of one.
The great wall of Choma.
I like that.
Salzgeber is going to take it towards the outside. He's got two on him. Hilliard's going to stay with Hunter. Right foot. Oh, deflected off the back of Zach Tyler. One out of the air by Peterson. Not able to clear, though. Salzgeber trying to make a move up line. Knocked out of bounds. Throw in coming for Riverton. Salzgeber trying to make a turn. It's going to be, oh gosh.
Did he save that in, or is it a goal kick?
They're going to say goal kick. I thought it was.
It's mighty close.
Yeah, I thought he was just a tad bit late there.
And some friendly fire.
I was going to say that.
The Braves there.
Yeah, I think Landon got the worst of that.
Someone's going to have a welt.
Off the ricochet.
And whistles coming pretty fast and furious here in the first 4 minutes of this match, our second half. Feels like it anyway. Maybe it's the JV match.
No. Good throw here by Hilliard. Sends it up to Matijek. Matijek's going to place that one off his head and out of bounds.
The official is going to call this a corner, and Landon Hughes and the Riverton defense is like putting their palms to the sky saying, you serious?
Oh, they've got a case there, too, because that was deflected right off of Max.
Well, opportunity here for Choma. And
substitution.
Gonna have one more quick sub.
Looks like Olvera will check in for Brown.
I have not seen the Braves score on a corner kick at home this year, so we'll see if they get one.
Coming into the box. Oh, Finch off the. Oh, and just wide. Finch came in just over the top of his head, and then Tyler came in off the rebound of that. And they're going to say last touch by Riverton. Must have been a deflection on that.
Okay.
On that kick that went wide.
They're right down there, and we're not. So I guess that's probably the best way to put it.
This one, a line drive towards the top of the box, not able to get a redirect, and that ball is quickly cleared. Here's Tyler at midfield. He's got 2 Riverton attackers coming at him. Hatterley trying to play it up, gets it to Finch. Finch will settle.
That's a great example of how much faith you have in Zach Tyler right there. Everybody is pushed up to midfield, and if the Wolverines get past him, it is a 3-on goal, and he just doesn't let it happen.
Yeah, Zach does a good job back there in that sweeper position. Also wears that orange headband, so he's easily identifiable for us.
Which we appreciate.
Because we all know that the numbers don't help us.
Well, at least there's fewer ponytails in the boys' game. I'm not against ponytails. It's just when they cover up the numbers, it's hard to see.
It is definitely harder to see. Here's a good move here by Gantenbein. He'll bring it up inside the box. He tries to get around all the defenders by himself. Good job there by Tyler.
Okay, I thought maybe Sorry, I'm a little bit anxious. So I think every call is something bigger than it is. It's a throw-in.
Just a throw-in.
I thought the center official was calling for a free kick.
Brink will send it towards the flag. Oh, good job by Olvera to win that one. Ball comes back inside the box. Shielded.
They're going to call a goal kick. The side official.
Oh, yeah, he's saying that the ball broke the out-of-bounds plane. And it will be goal kick for the Braves. Tyler will put a right foot into this one, sending it up line. That one's going to go past Bagley and out of bounds. Throw in for Riverton. Braves still holding on to that 2-goal lead. So we have 32 minutes left to play here in the second half. Gantenbein's going to chip it up to Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver blanketed by Olvera and Peterson. Saltzgaver trying to find some daylight. Give and go. Oh, and taken away by Hatterley. Hatterley's going to send this one on the ground, but out of bounds.
Good job by Nathan there.
Yeah, good push up by the Braves. Here's Choma in the middle of the field.
Jacobs just not afraid to get in the mix there. He's really good at winning those 50-50s, and he's not afraid to mix it up.
Good sound defense there by
Hilliard.
He sends it over to Choma. If it could have snuck through. Good defensive play by McLaughlin for Riverton. As that through ball was just deflected. Here is good job there by Nelson as he dives in front of that ball.
You know, it feels like it's been a while since Riverton has had a really high-quality opportunity. That was a good one. And I think Trent was a little nervous right there until he realized he had the angle.
Yeah, I think that the ball it didn't quite have as much pace as what I think that was Kinser wanted to put on it. And it was a good read by Nelson. He's able to get to it before it reached the far post. Ball being played over to Romero. Romero wants to send a through ball. He's looking up ahead to Trujillo. Trujillo on the near side. That ball's going to go too far, though. Throw in for Landon.
Subs coming in.
Looks like we've got Nolan Hyde and Chris Crowther.
Number 32, Chris Crowther.
Coming in for the Braves.
I talked about those initial 10 minutes in a match like this of the second half. We're now wrapping up those initial 10 minutes, and I think it's pretty fair to say Riverton's been the aggressor in those 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is a dangerous one as it's deflected off the foot of Saltzgaver. Romero not able to get it, though. Tyler looks to settle. He's got 3 white jerseys on him. Chase Tyler trying to get it passed back, but it's taken away by Trujillo. Trujillo working on that far side. They're going to say last touch
They're going to award it to the Braves.
The Braves. Trujillo can't believe it. Here's Matijic on the near side, out of bounds. Quick throw in here for Crowther. Sending it to Max. Max wants to flick it ahead to Tyler. Tyler has one on him. Max, oh, good one. Touch back to Chase. Oh, they come in. A little bit of miscommunication there for the Braves. Chase Tyler wants to bring it out wide. He's getting pushed from behind.
Pretty good shove there.
They'll let that one play on as Larson made an aggressive play on the ball. Braves win that one back. Hyde sends one but gets deflected. They are going to say handball there as that ball just came up and caught Bagley on the forearm. And free kick coming for Riverton.
Hughes will come up and take that shot. And we know he can cover a lot of ground.
Could have been a foul call. They're going to let that one play on, though, as Saltzgaver works his way into the box. Good job by Tyler. Oh, he gets megged, and good job by Olvera to come over and help him. Saltzgaver megged Tyler, but Olvera with a beautiful display of that help defense on the back end. One thing they'll teach your defenders as the offense is coming towards you, they always teach you to not stab at the ball. So Tyler did a good job of just holding his ground and letting Saltzgaver make the move.
It's a pretty big collision there, and Austin Romero gets up, might have been looking for a call and did not get it.
Yeah, that was I thought that one was a good no call as they both kind of came to the ball at the same time. It was just one player was bigger than the other. Throw in coming as the poor ball boy makes his way across the field again.
Run, boy, run.
It's like, how did that get all the way through all these fences? Here's Matijic, right foot. Oh, just too high. As Max made a break through the defense.
He was trying to put touch on it, Alan, but right there, I mean, you've barely got to tap that. It's so easy for us to say up here, but.
Well, another element that makes it hard is when that ball is bouncing as it was, it's hard to get your foot on top of it. As you see, his foot gets underneath. But you're right, he was just trying to tap that one in, and it ends up sailing high.
Should be a good look at it here.
Oh.
Man, that is close. Good effort there from Max. Just about had another goal. He scored back in the 32nd on a penalty kick.
Good throw in here by the Braves, just cleared out by Riverton. Ball boy just got back from his vacation in the Bahamas trying to find the other ball, only to see, much to his demise, another one heading towards the bleachers. Here comes Tyler. Oh, good hesitation move. Right foot on the ground and saved by Hughes. Good look at the goal by Chase Tyler.
15th shot on goal for the Braves in this match. 6th save for Landon Hughes.
Chase does a good job of getting his foot on top of that ball to send some of those worm burners online. Here comes Bagley. He tries to send a through ball. Quickly taken away by the Wolverines. Try to link a pass in the middle. Here's Crowther. Crowther has Trujillo on him. Gets past one. Not able to get past Larson, though. Larson will do a heel kick pass looking for Trujillo. Settled in the middle by Romero. Wanting to push that ball up ahead. Here's Zach Tyler. Oh, good play there by Zach. Goes out wide to his headband friend Hyde. Quick touch over to Chase. Tyler, left foot. Oh, and deflected. Again, Bagley tries off the rebound. As Chase wove his way through 3 defenders.
Wow, kick save from Hughes, and then he goes down and with back-to-back saves.
Yeah, good reaction time by Hughes. That's tough to get down there, especially when those balls are hit as quick as they are and as low as it was. It was a really good save there by Landon Hughes, but he's had a number of those this afternoon where this could be 4-0 without his good goalie play. Here comes Hyde. He wants to work the ball up line. Brink was able to get it up back to Romero. High ball. That one was floating, and it floats out of bounds. Goal kick coming for the Braves.
Substitution for the Braves, number 15,
Payson Hilliard. Jacob Howe coming in.
and number 3,
And Jonah Finch.
Big kick by Tyler, goes into the middle of the field. One out of the air by McLaughlin. They're going to say that was last touch by the Braves. Throw in for Riverton. Brink will take this. Looking over to Romero. Romero will settle. Oh, good spin move by Romero. I think he ended up stepping on Hilliard's foot as Payson's still a little bit gimpy trying to get back to that ball. Good shield by Olvera. Step through by Hilliard. That will be taken by Terry. Terry wants to work it towards the outside. Trying to get closer to that flag to cross. Oh, strong right foot. That's wide, though. And goal kick coming for the Braves.
Tough angle there, but like you said, he had plenty of sauce on it.
Yeah, Terry really wanted to work it a little bit deeper, and it was a good job. I think it was by Finch down there, really cut off that angle. If he was able to get across, and he had 3 or 4 of his teammates in the middle, but just not able to curve that one back into the field of play. And it will be Braves ball here at midfield. Oh, good step here by Tyler. He always got the speed. Left foot. Oh, just high. As Chase Tyler, you got to think one of those are going to drop for him, as he has just been relentless. The last 5 or 6 minutes has been the Chase Tyler show in the Riverton box.
And it was Max that time, but he's had teammates that have been able to get him a chance, but then he's able to carry it that extra touch that a lot of people aren't. Yeah, he's done it. He's been tough to handle.
Romero flicks this one forward. Good settle by Peterson. He'll send it back to Tyler. Zach Tyler sends it high. Oh, that's off of the forearm.
Huh. That was interesting.
They're going to say just out of bounds. Here's Choma. Hard touch. He's not going to get there. And it will be a goal kick.
Easy on the net there, Jacob.
Yeah,
those things ain't free.
Those things have been through a lot of weather.
School board members are like, don't break that, don't ruin the net.
Didn't you hear? We're losing activity funding.
Yes.
You're going to be out there sewing that net replacement.
Yeah, be like
crocheting.
Like one of those medieval movies where they're making their own nets for fishing.
Exactly. Terry will settle this for Riverton. Wants to send it towards the outside. Good play here by Kinzer as he works it back to the middle. To Romero. Slow one. Trying to get it to Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver will go down.
I thought that was a little more incidental, but great opportunity now for the Wolverines. Saltzgaver's going to have this right on the 25. This is he's got a lot of options here.
Star Valley. Ooh, he wanted to go quick.
Yeah.
Star Valley was still within that 10 yards of the wall. A lot of times the referee will wait and walk him back. It's a good technique the defense has used to kind of slow the pace. But Saltzgaver said, don't worry about it.
Well, and he was going upper corner.
Yeah.
Nelson was up to the challenge, though.
They're going to have him rethrow it. They just said that Hatterley was a little bit up too far from where the ball actually went out of bounds.
Tried to take a few too many yards.
The center official's trying to motion.
Gonna walk him back.
He's like a statue. He's standing at midfield, pointing where it's supposed to be. Chase finally sees him. Gets the ball in. Romero trying to curve this one up to Gattenbein. Oh, that's a push there. They're going to let that play through as Gattenbein does extend the arm. Owen Brown able to turn it for the Braves back into the midfield. Good play by Hatterley. Gantvine's going to win that one out of the air over to Salzgaver. Salzgaver will drop this to Terry. Terry will settle, wants a through ball up, and taken away by Hatterley. Ball being pinballed back and forth and out of bounds. Throw in for the Braves. A lot of times when you see a player extend their arm, that's usually when you get the foul call. They'll let a lot of physical shoulder-to-shoulder play go, and we've seen that both in the boys and the girls game. But typically when the chicken wing comes out, so does the whistle. Here comes Romero. He's going to drop it to Terry. Big boot into the box, and great job by Nelson. Comes up and meets that ball at its high point, and he'll push up the midfield.
6 saves today for Trent Nelson. He's been pretty good.
Ball deflected by Brink. That's going to go out of bounds. Quick throw in from Howe. Howe gets it to Matijek. He gets pushed off of his line. It will be off of Max. Throw in coming for Riverton. You mentioned, Dal, the first 10 minutes it seemed like Riverton really came out and was the aggressor. I would say the last 15 or so has been mainly the Braves.
One part of that is you can only do that for so long in a tightly contested game. I think it's just you're expending a lot of energy. I feel like, yeah, maybe this is now a chance for the Braves. Boy, they've had some chances to put in that third goal, haven't been able to do it. But I think if they do, there's a reason. The reason they call that the cushion.
Yeah, because this is still very much within striking distance here for Riverton, and we even saw it when the Braves played Natrona, right?
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, it was 2-0.
2-0.
Braves were down and scored 2 in the last 25 minutes or so and tied that.
Exactly. So, that's an unfortunate bounce for Riverton. That's going to be a corner kick coming up for the Braves.
This will be corner kick number 6 for Star Valley in the match. Choma will do the honors.
The Braves will push up. They'll bring Brown back from his right defensive back position all the way to the box as well. They've got Matijek placed by the goal, and then they'll have 4 runners coming from the top that will probably spread out to the different areas in the box. This ball just gets over the head of Owen Brown. He's going to try and get it off of the defender. They're going to say not quite, though. Throw-in coming for Riverton. Good play design there, or set design by the Braves. I like the action that they had. Sometimes you put somebody up right by the keeper, almost acting as a shield. You'll see it a lot more in like hockey, where they put someone in front of the goalie to kind of block some of their vision of the action. The Braves did that. It also gives them someone there for the rebound if the redirect.
Typically, you want someone with a little more girth.
Yes, yes. That makes a better door than a window.
Yes. Carson Trujillo came in on that sub, and now we're going to have – this is going to go against the Braves.
Substitutions for Star Valley.
For the Braves, number 11, Nolan Hyde.
As Lincoln Brown, Payson Hilliard, Nolan Hyde, and Carter Bagley all check in.
I misread what the official was saying there, so I apologize. It'll be a throw in here. Hilliard will do it.
Hilliard's going to send this one up to Matijek. Matijek trying to make a move around. Works it to the middle, sends it to Bagley. Bagley trying to work through a sea of white. Not able to do so, though, and cleared out by Riverton.
Wow, nice snag by the coaching staff.
Yeah, I think that was Spencer who caught that one off the bounce.
Nice job, Coach Spencer. Like a mongoose over there.
Brink goes up high and clears that one with his head. Over to Romero. Trying to work that far side of the field. Hyde gets up.
This is where Tyler has been really tough, and you can see right there, I kind of feel like this call right here, Alan, has been coming for about 20 minutes.
Yep.
There's been some pretty good pushing there. Chase will take a rip at it.
Oh,
corner.
Went for that far post. It was deflected off the gloves of Hughes. Corner kick coming. Yeah, that was another one where you've got to give the free kick 10 yards, but if you don't wait for the official to walk it off, then it's all fair game, as Tyler ended up hitting a defender about 5 yards from the ball.
That's a little bit of a change-up. Choma's been taking these. Now it's Chase Tyler going to take this one.
They'll keep Choma close. He's going to curve this one. Oh, Max gets in front of it.
Offside.
Yeah, they're going to say... That must be the call.
Yeah. Just based on the way he kicked that, it seemed like they were going more for a quick redirect rather than like a header on the backside or anything like that.
Here comes Matijic. Oh, a bit of a stumble on the back line, but Brink's able to cover it up.
That was mighty close to being a nice run.
And another corner coming.
So this is corner kick number 8 for the Braves, and that just kind of shows you how aggressive they've been today.
Choma lines it up. Chip shot. Oh, and this one is going to be caught by Hughes.
Wow, he went up and snagged that.
Hughes wants to go quick. Oh, Lincoln Brown takes the brunt of that one.
Yeah, he took that for the team.
Yeah, that one.
That thing had that thing was coming down from about 5 stories up.
Yeah, Lincoln appears to be okay. Good redirect there by the Wolverines. As Larson sends it back into the middle, he's got Trujillo. He'll drop for Romero. Romero sends it into the middle. Not cleared yet. Here's Saltzgaver, works to his left. Oh, and he just overhooks it. As I saw that coming, Hunter making a move for that left foot, wanted to go far post, and just goes a little bit wide.
To Nelson's credit, I think he read it too and was kind of fading that way, and there wasn't a whole lot of angle there for him to work with. Saltzgaver, I mean.
Hilliard goes towards the outside.
Be a push, and good opportunity here for the Braves. To me, anytime you get, in between the 40 and the 50 here. Oh, we're going the other way. Okay, I misread what they had called.
So it'll be a free kick for...
He drops down to his credit, I don't think he was doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
But it certainly, you could argue that he was if you're a Riverton player for sure.
Yeah, well, even Nolan got up and was like,
"Oh man, what?
I'm just tying my shoe."
That's kind of funny.
And with just 11 minutes left to play here in the second half, the Braves clinging to that 2-goal lead. A little extra sense of urgency from the Riverton sideline here in the last 5 minutes.
Well, you don't know how many more high-quality chances you're going to get. You want to try and put one in here in the next 5 minutes at least, obviously, and then give yourself a chance to tie it up. But this Star Valley defense, they've been tough today.
They really have. Everyone on that backside to the keeper,
I think it has carried over against these really good teams that they've played, and even given up a few goals against them. They diffused a lot of attacks over the last week.
Oh, swing and a miss there as Hyde's going to take advantage of that and just send this one up line too far, though, out of bounds.
So, Alan, at what point do you start to try and bleed the clock a little bit on situations like that? I'm not saying that's necessarily what he was doing, but...
Yeah. Well, I think you do tend to play things a little bit more safe, so you'll see some you clear the ball a little bit quicker and you typically try to, like, you don't want to stop being aggressive, but you have some midfielders that have been playing offense and defense. You typically see them drop back a little bit more and play more of a defensive strategy. Oh, good ball up to Choma. He's got Tyler in the middle. Nobody has marked Jacob yet. He sends it to Tyler. Oh, good control by Chase. Tries to work it around to the top of the 18. Great defensive move by McLaughlin as he sends it out, and now Riverton will have numbers.
That was a beauty of a pass from Choma.
On the attack, they want to get something to Saltzgaver. Not able to get going today, and I think a big credit goes to Zach Tyler and the defense back there. They've always been two that have marked to Hunter Saltzgaver, and he hasn't been able to get anything going this afternoon, coming in as the leading goal scorer with 13 goals on the season. It is not easy to bottle him up. Romero, deep pass into the box, shouldered out by Hatterley. Gantenbein works it towards the top of the 18. Over to Hilliard. Hilliard wants to send it out wide.
I like the work of Nolan Hyde over there. He was just making sure, I don't know if it's human nature or what. You almost want to back off a little. It's like, we're okay, and you almost kind of withdraw, and instead he's just making sure that the Wolverines aren't getting an easy passing lane. I like what he was doing there.
Ball comes back into the middle of the field. High ball. Oh, just over the head of Saltzgaver. Here comes Trujillo. Trujillo working towards the top of the 18. He gets bumped from behind. They're going to say play on. Here's Saltzgaver. Works his way right foot wide. You can see he doesn't need much space to get a rocket launcher off.
Well, and that one only missed by a couple of feet.
Yeah, and you can tell hands on hips for Saltzgaver. He's really worked hard. Yeah, that sucker was curving too.
This should be even a better angle at it.
Ooh. And wide. And substitutions in for the Braves on this final push.
Under 8 minutes. Next 4 or 5. You go another 3 or 4 minutes here if you're Star Valley, not giving up anything. And
oh, good cross. Just knowing they're on that far post.
Of course, that's the flip side. It's like you can talk about protecting the lead, and then maybe the best way to do that is get a third goal.
Yeah, no kidding.
What was the call here? I missed it.
They just needed a ball.
Okay.
So it was out. It's a goal kick.
Substitution for the Braves, number 23, Jacob.
So Howe back in there.
Yeah, Jacob's sat a little bit more than we're accustomed to.
Well, it's been interesting because, usually it's him and Max. We've seen a bit more of Chase there, but I think that's been really quite effective.
Yeah.
And yet you look on the stat sheet, who scored? Howe and Matijik.
Oh, that was a good opportunity for Riverton. The defense finds themselves a little bit out of position. Good cross into the box, and Ashton Kinser just couldn't find the footing to get a redirect. Here's Larson. Has that ball knocked away by Crowther. Saltzgaver puts some moves on Peterson. Wants to send it back to the middle. Rifle shot Terry, and out. Way too high.
Yeah, that last sequence, the Braves were, that's probably the most out of position they've been the whole match. And that's kind of what we're talking about. If Riverton gets a goal right there, 6 minutes left, then you have
it gets a little dicey.
Yeah, it gets pretty intense.
High ball.
As it is, it's going to be pretty intense for the next 6 minutes anyway.
Here comes Trujillo. He's going to go out wide to Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver settles by the flag, brings it up. Good deflection by
Tyler. Did a good job.
Tyler. There. Oh, great move here by Romero. Good pursuit by Crowther. They're going to say too much, though, as Crowther went right through his kicking leg.
Good chance here for Saltzgaver.
The Tyler brothers will be part of the wall. Oh, that's a good ball. Great job by Nelson, as that one had bad intentions, and it will be a corner kick for Riverton.
That thing hooked like a bad golfer on a Saturday afternoon right there.
Into the box, headed out by Tyler. Saltzgaver will get it back. Sends another one into the box. Oh, good defense there by Peterson to win that one at the top. Howe sends it up to Matijic, but quickly taken away by Brink. Brink wants to send it towards the outside and deflected by Hatterley. Hatterley making a run on the far side. He's going to keep that ball in bounds as we go under 5 minutes left to play.
I really like that play from Nathan. It kind of diffuses the constant pressure that Riverton was getting the last couple minutes.
Finch up against Terry. Terry's going to win this one. Shields off. Finch sends the ball into the middle. Here's Romero. He's got Saltzgaver giving him a run. Oh, this ball just gets past Olvera. Saltzgaver blanketed by Tyler. Sends one to the top of the box and deflected out by Crowther. Here's Larson on the ground. Oh, no. Goal for Riverton as that one just gets under Nelson. And I do believe that was Trujillo came in off the ricochet. Nelson went down to get the ball and just lost it for a second, didn't know where it went, and Trujillo comes in and cleans up the rebound.
Well, in that one, Trenton had it about 85%, but it trickled out, and Trujillo was right there. And now, here's that 4 minutes we were saying as a Star Valley fan, you're hoping to avoid. That being said, maybe it takes a little bit of the pressure off and you can go back to being aggressive on offense.
Matijic quick the other way. Hughes looks to throw it out from the box. Here comes Tyler. Tyler wants to work it up. Stops on a dime. Left foot. Oh, deflected by Hughes. Left foot by... And it's the goal! Jacob Howe.
Wow. What a turn of events there in the last minute.
Talk about answering the call.
Let's get another look at it here. Set up by Chase Tyler, and then Jacob goes and tracks it down. I mean, without his speed, I think that one ends up out of bounds, and Howe goes and gets it and ends up getting it past Hughes just inside the left post.
Yeah, I don't even know how he snuck that one in.
Well, we had a pretty good angle there on the replay. Kind of Hughes wasn't able to catch it cleanly, and it kind of just snuck in.
Yeah, so Hughes able to get that deflection off of the Tyler hit, then tried to recover towards that near post, and Howe just snuck it in. That was probably the one spot that Hughes wasn't going to get that ball because he had all the other angles covered, and Howe finds a way. And just when things were getting a little bit nerve-wracking for the Star Valley faithful, the Braves able to score not 1 minute after the Riverton found the one to cut it in half.
Big time answer for Jacob Howe.
Ball comes back into the box. Off of the bounce, this one goes under the foot of Trujillo. Great move here by Hutchinson. He wanted a foul, and it looks like the Braves have a player down.
Well, they came down kind of awkwardly.
They'll stop the clock.
And if it's Tyler, he's kind of had that one leg. It's been bugging him anyway, so might be the other one.
Yeah. I was going to say, this looks like it's...
You know, that's another thing we talk about 5 matches in 7 days, Alan. It's not just a matter of, I'm tired, but your body gets worn down and beat up, and you're more susceptible to being hurt. It's just... It's been a rough week, honestly. The Braves are battling through it and in good shape here right at the moment, but still 2:17 to go here. Riverton throw in.
Wait for the signal from the official to Roll the clock. Ball will start here. Here comes Matijic. Matijic battling a few.
Max's center of gravity is fun to watch.
Yes. That ball's going to go out of bounds. They are going to say last touch by Riverton, though. Bagley will take this. Braves should not be in any hurry.
In my opinion, they were a little too much hurried there.
Yeah, might be. Aggressive take there by Matijic. It's going to go off of him.
Finch in pursuit.
Following, trying to track down Weber. Weber trying to get ahead to Trujillo, but covered up by Choma. Brink wants to send this one back to Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver has Olvera on him. Wants to go towards the top of the 18. That one's mishit by Terry as we tick down to just over a minute left to play. Throw in here.
Hands on knees out here for a couple of players. They're tired. Got them just over a minute to go.
Yeah, the Star Valley's has a pretty deep team. That's going to be offsides. Nope. They'll let that one play on. Here comes Matijic. Brings it up to Howe. Howe will settle. Left foot. Oh! Off the post. And too high for Bagley. As we know that Jacob Howe is left-footed, man. He just about got that one.
Almost the hat trick.
Yeah, almost in the far post there. And it just bounces off the post. Oh, that's a good flick ahead. Peterson there, though, and to clear it for the Braves.
And a whistle going to go the other way. Well, on the bat, the thing about this is you spend 20 seconds deciding what it's going to be.
Reset the ball.
There's only 20 seconds left, so, I mean.
Yep, here comes Nelson. He'll pick that one up.
That's basically it.
Yep. High ball into the middle. But that's all window dressing now as the Braves will come away with a huge 4A West win over the visiting Riverton Wolverines as the Braves pick up a W, moving them to 2-8-2 on the season with a 3-1 win over Riverton.
And Alan, just to kind of bring this back to what we had said earlier in the broadcast, you're hoping for a good showing today, which the Braves obviously did. You got the match on next Thursday in Jackson. That is what it is. The Broncs are absolutely stacked, and you go out there and just do your best. But that next match on Saturday, if you're a casual Star Valley soccer fan, you should come out on Saturday against Rock Springs. That is a match that I think the Braves should have a good opportunity to be in that and have a chance to win it. And if so, maybe puts them in a chance to move up the standings a notch and avoid one of those top teams at regionals, which again is in Jackson. So little things, but little things that could potentially be stacked in your favor as you play these last 7 days of the season.
Exactly, and we talked about that's going to be next Saturday here as the final home game for the Braves before they head to regionals. That's going to be a great one against Rock Springs, and I really do believe that the Braves are playing some good soccer here at the end of the season, some of their best soccer, which is the perfect time to do it.
Looking at some numbers, Riverton, I had the Wolverines finishing with 14 shots on goal, 4 corner kicks, 12 saves for Landon Hughes. The Braves got 24 shots on goal, 8 corner kicks, 7 saves for Trent Nelson. The goals came in the 30th and 32nd in the first half. Jacob Howe and then Max Matijic on a penalty kick, respectively. And then you had a big, long stretch, 40-plus minutes with no goals. And then Carson Trujillo puts one in for Riverton to cut it to 2-1. The anxiety starts to settle in, and then Jacob Howe says, "Don't worry, I got it." Puts in his second goal of the day in the 77th, less than a minute later, and that's your final today, 3-1. As you mentioned, the Braves moved to 2-8-2.
So and Riverton will move to 5-5-1 on the season. And as we mentioned, the soccer season's winding down with just 2 games left in the regular season for the Braves, with their final home game, which will be broadcasted on SVI next Saturday. But in this one, the Braves picking up a win over Riverton And moving up in the 4A West standings, we appreciate you joining us here on the SVI Network. Alan Simpson and Dal Erickson, shout out to all of our sponsors. We'll see you next time for more Star Valley Braves soccer.